welcome aboard, everyone. This is Bus Stop Diaries. It's your go-to platform to have candid conversations on issues that affect us. Basically, every citizen in Ghana. And today we are, tackling a topic that really hits close to home. Economic hardship in the country. I have two guests here with me to help me dissect the topic. First on my left, Daniel Cranton, popularly known as Danny K. Charlie, the users, they love you from X, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, Charlie. Then they make sure
they can relate.
They can relate to them what you're saying.
They can relate.
The fridge matter.
Some way. It's your cash out story.
Oh, but where is the dance? But anyway, we're there inside. And first time here on my right, Ebenezer Afenyidazi. Your name? Afenyidazi. Efantinya.
Yeah, I'm Efantini.
What's your name?
Bremesikuma.
Bremesikuma.
Yeah.
It's a rich name, but we'll see how best the economy affected. So yes, this issue is one that it's cast all across, from food, transport, basic things that we do in life. I want to know from Ebenezer first off, how is the economy treating you lately?
The truth is that I've heard the stories of 1983. That those who 1983.
Where you started from?
I heard 1983. Ghana had one of the difficult economic times. For me, it's only history because I wasn't an adult. Yeah. But actually, I was born in 1983.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you came with hunger.
So I came to meet the struggles. But I can tell you that in my adult life, in the last, say, 15, 18 years that I started working, I have never experienced such a difficult time before. I'm being honest with you. Yeah.
This
period in the last
4 or 5
in the last, let's say, 2-3 years.
Okay.
I've never experienced that kind of hardship before. Sometimes we can have our personal struggles in life because we are going through some issues.
Yeah.
But beyond that, the living is difficult, to be frank with you. I tell people that, so we say middle class Ghanaians.
Yeah.
I can tell you that this is even the time that the so-called middle class Ghanaians are struggling to survive.
Yeah, they are more.
Let's face it.
Low income.
I'm telling you, middle class is measured by your social status, education, and income. But I can tell you that the so-called middle class, most people are living hand to mouth. Before I entered this studio, I have a friend who works in one of the insurance firms, and he's a top executive technically. And he sent me a message, Charlie, tomorrow I will pay my registration for ESA. So if you don't give me 500, nothing give me. Charlie, as I see that, I tell us, Chairman, myself, I make what? But you know what? At the expense of coins tomorrow. He tell me, say, me be last hope. Can you imagine?
Wow.
And that he's a working guy. And you see, the times are so difficult that it's even difficult to get help.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, because even those who have, they struggle to release because they don't know the next moment.
There's not the time to cast your bread.
I'm telling you. So right now, to gift somebody something or even lend somebody money, it's like taking the hair from your nose. I tell you.
It must be better for you.
No, it's true.
No, I'm saying that his situation it seems pretty bad, but yours should be fine.
No, me, I've told God that for this period, if I don't give, he shouldn't judge me. Or me, I've settled it. And me and my father, we are very close.
You still give offerings, tithe?
Oh, I give offering.
Okay.
But I have not increased
You've
the
not
offering
increased.
in a while. And he understands. You understand? As for the tithe, I don't play with it. But the offering, that one, it has been a certain amount since.
Someone is complaining of 5 and 10 CDs, so I don't know if you.
Oh, no. No. But the point is, you see, it has not increased in a while. That's the point. But you see, Eben made a very good point about the reluctance in terms of giving these days. Oh, it's true. And the reason, you see, let me just add something to it. It's not that maybe when somebody is asking for something you don't have. But what is the guarantee within these times that the person will be able to give it back to you when they say they will be able to give it back to you? And we are just being real. So I can't make that sacrifice.
You're not a bad person.
I'm not a bad person, but I can't take that risk. It's just unfortunate. I can't take that risk. And Charlie, people are really, really going through it too. Charlie Moga, if I was having a conversation with one of my friends a couple of days ago, and we're talking about how life was like in first year. And I was telling him this story of when I entered tech first week, they were still setting up an account for me. So they gave me cash. To you manage the cash.
Manage
then
the cash.
when they will start putting it
inside.
It was 200 cedis at the time. But at the time, I never see 200 Ghana before.
Big 200 Ghana.
Money. See, I thought I was blowing the money. Like, I would go here.
Right.
I was being led by my cravings. You understand? I was
200 Ghana.
Yeah, I was living like a bad bitch. So if I go where I feel like something, then I take out.
You take out.
I take out. You understand? The money lasts like 1.5 months. I'm telling you. And this is somebody who was willingly spending
How
it.
long ago was this?
Oh, this was like first year was what? 2012.
2012, 2013, yeah.
Boga, then Ghana the view.
I think at that time, dollar was like 4 cedis or something.
Yeah, I don't even know. But what I know is that then
200 Ghana
Charlie,
big
200 Ghana
money.
big money.
Big money.
Understand?
Yeah.
So I remember when they even put money into it, I was not alerted. In fact, my dad didn't tell me he had put money into it. So me, I was still living off the cash.
The cash.
Charlie, the thing, where he say, you want to touch the money?
though.
He was in that position where he can see the,
Yeah.
he can see what is in the account. He said, but won't you touch it? Oh no!
You ask someone say,
What is that? Charlie, see, Ghana they beat them times.
wow.
But just imagine 200 cedis today. But I go finish today, no.
Today.
And it's not the full day. Oh.
Yeah.
200 cedis go finish like by the time you leave home.
Yeah.
So let's say we are not even buying food. You come, you say you want to buy.
So, okay, you drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
You say you want to buy food. Boga, right now the cost of the wache, it's like stopping at KFC. No, seriously, like the kenke and wache you buy today.
Yeah.
It's like the price of KFC like 2 years ago.
Wow.
You get it?
Just to get a good meal to eat.
Just to get a good meal to eat. So, like, adding.
So you would say that currently things are not going well for anybody at all.
Boga, if Ghana really they be for you, like if Ghana really they be for you, then it be cocaine or something. Oh no, true. Like it can't possibly. Like I don't think, and I like of course, even said it. We know people who are earning. Even those people are complaining.
Yeah.
Look at the book. See, I promise you randomly, I just go past the airport. Just go past the airport, see the bogus.
Where is the move?
So people are literally saving money. Are stopping life here.
Yeah.
Just to
move.
Living with no guarantee.
Yeah.
They are just living. Go and start afresh because Charlie. I don't want to say, they say you should watch your time. I wanted to see Ghana cast, but no, I won't see it.
So I want us to look at transport prices as against fuel and all those things. They are linked.
Yeah.
So he's driving.
Yeah.
I'm sure maybe 1.8 liter engine or something. Right now, you should 600 cedis to fill your tank.
Charlie, hard.
Or 600.
Charlie.
Look, I know he doesn't look like he's in a good position from what he's saying, but if you see the way he's dressed right now, I mean both of them. Guys, take a look at my guest and take a look at me.
But that one is brand.
Who deserves to complain about it?
We cannot look like our problems.
No, because
you understand.
And see,
We
it's
cannot
not
look
every
like
day
our
you
problems.
use the car. It's not every day you use the car. It's not everywhere you are going that you use the car.
That's the thing.
It's teaching you how to cut costs.
Yeah.
But even that one safe, when you're using public transport, you better use Trusky. If it's slack where you use Uber or something,
You go
it's the
down.
same
die,
thing.
yeah.
It's basically the same thing as buying
As for
fuel.
the Uber, we go somewhere. Then I think the last 25th, thereabout last month or so, we from Nungwa, we come the N1 area, somewhere around La Paz. I checked the price; they be like 120. It's off traffic time, like maybe 10, 11 p.m. thereabout. 120 Ghana cedis.
Let me tell you a quick story. This one is not my story, but it happened the day Madrid were facing Madrid and Bayern, the Champions League game. So we had like an outdoor
broadcast,
viewing at East Legon. So Muftar Nabila, he was a cantonment.
Shouts to Muftar.
He had to come and join us at East Legon. Cantonment, so he used the Bema campsite.
Go through Flowerport and
quick. He ordered the Uber. So when he ordered it, was like close to like 60 cedis.
Fair amount.
Oh, it was cool. He picked the thing. Charlie, he reached, when he came in like, and it was traffic also. So he came like 2 hours after he had told me he was on his way. So So when he walked into the restaurant where we were having the viewing, Charlie, if you see the guy, you see trouble, like frustration, trouble, sadness. Charlie, he was the guy. He was holding his phone like this and his bag. And he was, zombie. You know zombie.
Yeah,
he was walking like this. I said, Mufti, what is wrong you? He just opened his phone and showed me the cost. 175 cedis.
Damn.
175
cantonment to his Legon. No.
And when he got there, the man to the place 75 minutes. So
I wasted.
Why did you come?
Oh, Charlie.
175 cedis.
Wow.
So the guy just they watch the food.
But the fuel thing is such a big issue. I mean, I drive to, my car is 2.0. And this week, I've driven just once on Monday. The rest of the days, I do trotro. Yeah. Wow. This morning, when I left home, I have a friend who lives around, I live at Wager. Okay. He's at SCC, which is...
you are the people who were stuck in
but fortunately that day, I was in the house. Yeah. I was working from home, so I was saved.
Oh, that was
so
I
like you.
And I did a race inside, like somebody go job Monday, he come out Tuesday.
Charlie. It was terrible. So I just took trotro because, of course, if I come and go, maybe 150 or 100 cedis. Now you look at your calculations and you realize that, Charlie, it won't help. But even the car is at the mechanic. And the reason it has been at the mechanic for long is because, Charlie, kwacha no day. Or they manage the kwacha.
Yeah, that's
or if you joke, yeah, I go.
Yeah,
so make it there.
So make it there. Charlie will go do trust kick cam. I wear my suit like this. No way.
I don't know.
Charlie, me will be any answer. The system, it's not easy. The system is. In fact, there's a funny story. When before the show, I wanted to take a picture of my car boot. It has a yellow gallon.
Yeah.
Now the reason I put the gallon there is that I feel short for road, and it happened to me last 2 weeks. So I was coming from Tema. Now, before I got to Wager, I knew that my gauge showed me that Charlie, the thing won't finish. Yeah. My wife was sitting by me and said, Chema, this thing will finish for road, make it buy. But you know what? The money then left my body behind this. In my mind, I won't do Takashi take catch house. Then I pack and I know we'll buy food. Then we take that money, do some one or two for house. So, Charlie, we reached Malam Junction. Wow. The thing stopped. My wife was, I told you.
The yellow gallon to the rescue.
But it was, you see, it was purely an economic decision not to
buy the food.
It wasn't because I was being stubborn. Because the money, I don't want to buy the
food. Opportunity cost.
Then the thing drops. Finish within a short time.
100 Ghana there, one trip.
Charlie, 100 Ghana, one trip.
No, one trip will be, that's if you are going to work and come back. So Charlie, you will reach office when I finish.
So Charlie, I tell her, I say, you know what? Where I'm parked is not too good. You are in the front seats. Please take the gallon and buy the fuel. She vexed. But, just across the street, then there's a total fuel. She go by. Charlie, I come on my car, but you may need to change. Usually when people don't say before, like, they go laugh at you, but Charlie, I know they mind anybody. I put for inside, go house.
So you spoke of your wife. Let's, both of you are married. How is this impacting family? Because we are looking at now you are two people in the home. Yeah. Yes, I mean we are in a modern system. The wife is supporting, you are supporting, but still with the way things are moving, I'm sure if you were alone and you went through such an ordeal, you got back home, your mind you're okay. It's just you. Yeah. But how is it affecting the family relationship? Because I'm sure your wife saying, Charlie, I told you have to buy the fuel. You also know you are making an economic decision. Yeah. And now, what happened? Maybe you go for fights. You understand? Some fights go happen for them. No way, no be say, if you want fight. Yeah. But Charlie, you they try save some money.
Yeah.
Is it really disturbing families?
Well, I think that it depends on the partner you have. Okay. I mean, I have a partner that I'm quite open and free with. Okay. And we discuss our weak points, our low points. So there's no shyness. I mean, there's that conversational stuff. And so for me, it's really not an issue. Yeah, it's really not an issue for me. But I know that others may not have it that easy. So I have an understanding.
Danny K is like you. He's freshly married. He doesn't have any issues. As for Danny, I don't know what he really... you don't have this thing family-wise.
No, it's not my fault I have a good life.
Wow.
No, it's not my fault. God has blessed me.
Wow.
You understand? God has blessed me. He has blessed me with a very good wife.
Wow.
See, if I'm going home safe and I see something nice, this one, I'm doing it out of love, and I buy the thing and she does cost analysis and she's like, it's a useless buy. And they blast me. They are blasting me because I bought it. Serious matter.
You buy it and blast you.
No. See, Ghana hard.
Telling
You
you.
accept it.
Yeah.
You see, you can be stubborn and not accept reality and expect certain things. But when the two of you on the same economic page as the country,
Yeah.
you understand? When you understand that the country is hard, things are hard.
Yeah.
There's a way you go. There's a way you go
That's
about
true.
things, and I don't think it will affect. It will be painful, but the understanding is there. And once the understanding is there, it's a bit better to move past it. But it doesn't take away the fact that Charlie, things are hard. And for me, Charlie, so like, what was it? I think it was COVID was 2020. Yeah.
2020.
Yeah. So
It was
December that year,
Yeah.
that was the election.
Yeah.
So we're going around, of course, election stories. So you go around, people bring their interviews. And me, those things, when they bring to the interview bench, I like to listen to the full thing. I'm not the,
Before you check your cards out, yeah.
Oga. Charlie, I remember that weekend, I was so depressed there. And it's not because of like my story. Like when you see how, like you see that you get home, you're grumpy, Ghana is hard.
Yeah.
But when you listen to other people's stories,
Sorry, they realize, Charlie.
it's like, Charlie, people are really going through it too. Like, it's terrible. I know of this story where this guy literally wanted to commit suicide. Do you know why? Because he had lost his job. Like, things were really hard. He was freshly married. And he didn't see why, like, the future, basa, he doesn't see where the next, like, job is coming from. He doesn't see where money is coming from.
Nothing happening, yeah.
So the reason was he just didn't want to subject his wife to that life. So you let me kill myself so that you can
move on, yeah.
You can move on. Like,
Wow.
that's how bad it got to. Like, so I'm sitting, I'm like, Charlie, me, I'm grateful.
At least.
I'm suffering, but there's always somebody who is worse,
More
like
than you.
worse off. And that's where, for me, it comes to, like, the people in power.
Yeah.
You may not, for me, I always say that the first problem is that there's no empathy because they can't relate.
I was coming to that because we'll be wrapping up very soon. I wanted to know how we will level with our leaders on problems like this.
Look, to be honest, let me just elaborate on the thing. You can't. If you can't relate to something, you just don't get it. It's not. It's not like you just don't understand. You get it. You might feel sad. Oh, after the story is over, then you go back to your normal life. And we mentioned it on last week's episode, the light off thing.
Yeah.
If I have light and my neighbor doesn't have, I will not even notice that he doesn't have light. I don't care. I don't care what's going on there. I'm enjoying mine, so I don't care. But if, Charlie, we get a light off and we're all talking about it because we are in the same thing, you can relate. The feeling is there, the empathy is there.
Yeah.
The fact that they can't relate, that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
You're buying them fuel. When fuel prices go up, we are still buying for them.
Yeah.
So as for the tank, it will be full. He doesn't feel it. The light is always on.
Yeah.
You are paying house allowance for them. Everything, like when they are roaming up and down, you are paying for everything. So where does he relate to you?
Yeah.
If you say things are hard, how does he feel it? Is he getting paid at the end of the month? Yes. Even food and things, sometimes they give it to them. They don't need to. When they are spending money, they are doing it out of charity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they can take and give it to the site free.
Anyhow,
because they don't feel it. And that's where the problem is. If you see, part of the things about being a good leader is to be able to empathize with your people. And if you are not feeling it, how are you going to? So we now, our system, there's something fundamentally wrong with the system. That you come and beg me for power. I give you the power. And that power is even more than power. It's power, enjoyment, everything. You are living the dream. And I'm
Above
there,
everyone.
and I'm there funding your dream.
Yeah.
And I'm begging you to make life better for me whilst you're enjoying. After the 4 years, somebody else will come and live that dream.
All right. So, Eben, what are our final words?
I think that's just the main point. And, I've never been too careful, even with basic things such as food before in my life like this period. I'm telling you. Sometimes even like almost 2 spoons of something, you want to keep it. And my wife, she's a caterer, so for her, they teach them you don't waste anything.
Yeah.
So sometimes even small food, you want to keep it. And the next moment, you can hit it and eat because, Charlie, the calculations you need to do. I think the point Danny made is quite clear. The disconnect.
The disconnect, yes.
The disconnect. And that's the bigger conversation. And it's a problem. I also feel that they don't even get that the servant leadership They rather see themselves, I'm the master. And it's like you are rather the servant. So our leadership, I call Ghana an upside down republic. Like we've turned everything over its head. And I don't know when we are going to solve it.
Anyway, for me, I would say the same people who relate with us. Danny K today is relating with us. When he gets into power tomorrow, things might change because they all come back to us. They beg, they braid our hair, they cook our meals, they do everything with us. And when they get there, they change. I do not know what causes that change or anything, but maybe it's another conversation for another we would need to have.
Exactly.
This has been Bus Stop Diaries. Today we're tackling economic hardship. You can find this podcast on the Joy News YouTube platform, Spotify, Pandora, Apple, Google Podcasts, everywhere you get your podcast from. Just go on there, look for Bus Stop Diaries, and you get this episode to listen to. Thank you very much for watching this episode. We'll see you next week. Bye.